So when to pitch your MLM. I forget what this is off, but I saw this post and I thought it was great. Too eager, back 3 spaces, which is actually an interesting wording because we talk a lot about position. If I don't know if someone is open to taking a look, then they are at position 0. When they say, okay, I'm open, they're at position 1. If they watch a video, they're at position 2. And so managing positions. So does the guy walk up to the girl at the hotel bar and say, hey, I got a room upstairs? Well, I'm not saying that never works, but mathematically, not the greatest formula. You might ask, hey, are you here with anyone? Can I buy you a drink? Right? And so when you don't know, they're at position 0. You say, hey, are you here with anyone? Can I buy you a drink? And they say, yes, you're at position 1. Okay. And I know that the final position is, of course, marriage, because that's what everyone wants. But when you are too eager, it makes your life very difficult. So sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. And so when it comes to marketing, okay, this is when you actually do something that gets someone to reach out to you. Okay. And I think Ryan K may be selling a dating book here. But so in marketing, you generate a lead, you connect with the lead, you determine the need. It's actually as weird as it sounds, it is actually a little bit different process when you're generating a lead. It's actually easier. It's easier, but it's something that is the formula. Generate a lead. Now, notice what it doesn't say there. In marketing, generate a sale. Too many are trying to generate a sale on their Facebook Live, on their curiosity post, on their Instagram post. Instead, generate a lead. Have a conversation and see if they're open to your product, service, or opportunity. Okay. So you want to understand their problem, understand their position, where they are. Are they open to taking a look at the next step, or are they not? And if they're not, that's totally cool. If they are, then take them down the path. And by the way, that path needs to be duplicatable. If you're a non-duplicating influencer, then you're just going to use your charisma and say, look at me, I'm amazing, I'm incredible, you should totally join my team because it's totally unique, and I'll give you totally unique training, which they cannot duplicate, and they'll sometimes get a sale, but it's just not duplicatable. So if you're leading with charisma, with personality, with your influencership, then you're not duplicatable. So when I would meet someone, just to give you a wild idea here, so I was the #1 earner of that company. If I met someone at a bar, and I remember meeting a dude at Blue Martini, Naples, Florida. Met a guy at Blue Martini, and we just got to chatting. Hey man, where are you guys from? Oh, okay, cool. We started talking, and I told him, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm a dad, and I have this, part-time business. We're always looking for, for good people. I don't know if you're open to it, but I'm happy to follow up with you if you'd like. I follow up with him, get him on board. Okay, he signs up. Because he watched the video, I followed up, he signed up. He comes to the company convention and he goes, dude, you're the #1 earner. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, why didn't you tell me that? And you know what my answer was? I said, because you can't say that. See, this is where influencers blow it. They don't understand. If I want to impress you, then fine. I won't be doing multi-level, I'll be doing single level. Let's all do single level marketing, SLM, right? So, but if I'm multi-level, then what I say when I'm talking to a prospect, they need to be able to say, so do I flash a check? Hey, look, I've made over $1 million. Check this out, man. No, because they can't, okay? You got to understand that difference. Influencers, this is your biggest struggle. You're able to sign up people, get transactions, bada bing, bada boom, but you have to do things in a way that people believe they can also do it. You have to say things in a way. You have to rely on tools, not charisma, not influencership. And so I know that this probably isn't talked about a whole lot in your world, but I'm trying to help you out. I hope it does. All right. So remember, it's about what it does, not what it is. Most people don't care. that you have 600 milligrams of catechins in your green tea, drink. Most people don't care that it's split pea protein. Most people don't care that it's D alpha, not DL alpha, right? Most people don't care what if it's the patented brand of paranthocyanidin or not, right? I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. I'm kind of making stuff up here, but they don't care about it. They care what it does. Does it give me more energy? Does it make me feel good? Does it help me sleep better at night? Does it give me less aches and pains? Do I have less back pain? What is it that it actually does? Does it make me feel better when I'm booking a vacation because I know that I'm saving money and I'm at a 4 or 5 star resort at 2 or 3 star prices? What does it do? Not what it is. This might be the biggest gap in marketing understanding, is the people that usually don't do well in marketing, they're constantly talking about what it does, what it is, not what it does. And you want to focus on their need, not your quota. No one cares about your volume needs. And leaders, I'm saying this to you too, because I see leaders that are messaging their team saying, I'm so close to my next rank. They don't care. Why would they care about your volume? They care about their volume. They care about their family and their bills, not your bills. Not your volume. Stop it. And so you got to understand that, like I mentioned, 98% of sales happen on the second or higher contact. So here's Corrine. This is something I want to share. I love this one. She sent us this postcard. She's one of our coaching graduates, but I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me make it happen and for being the amazing people that you are. You impact my life, and your impact in my life has grown above and beyond my business. I feel so blessed to know you. Thanks for all you do. You rock my world. And that's her. I don't know if you can see it or not, but in the upper right-hand corner, that's her crossing the stage at a rank she had been stuck at, or crossing the next rank. She had been stuck at the lower rank for 2 years. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so the attraction formula. Who do you want to attract? Think about that. Who, if I had a magic wand, what kind of person would I want to attract? Now, I know if you're not generating sales, you're like, anybody, like anyone, any Bueller, like anybody in the world. I understand that. But you do have a magic wand. You can construct marketing that works. So who do you want to attract? What problems do they face? You want to create marketing sharing what you learn around those problems. ILT is a acronym we came up with back, 8 years ago, maybe. So 8 years ago, maybe, 7 or 8 years ago, we came up with ILT. It stands for invest, learn, teach. You invest your time, possibly money, to learn things, then you teach them. For example, I gave you an example earlier. I invested $100,000 for 6 hours with Grant. And guess what? I train all of our clients what I learn in those sessions. I'm actually having another session with them December 9th. And so, but his, getting coaching from someone running that large of a company with that kind of vision, that kind of brain power, helps escalate me very quickly. Now, before I could afford coaching like that, I was buying lots of courses. And that's what, buying courses is what led me to have the ability to invest in coaches. For me, yes, it's a whole lot bigger investment, but it's also speed. And so courses is what led me to be able to invest in coaches like that. But I share what I learn. And that's what attracts people to me. In fact, right now, you've probably learned some things tonight, hopefully, and that you could be able to share either with your team or on a Facebook Live to attract some people to you. And by the way, you can generically talk about sales without talking about network marketing sales, because there's a lot of other sales out there. There's a lot of people that are in insurance, that are in car sales, realtors. There's a lot of people that want to get better at sales that may not be in a network marketing company. And those are the kind of people that you may want to attract. It's up to you. Health and wellness. If I was in health and wellness, I would be sharing tips from the latest health magazines, TV programs. I would know what's on Dr. Oz. What is he talking about? Because that probably is a popular topic. So I would be sharing takeaways from those kind of things. If I'm in weight loss, I'm looking at the latest books. I'm looking at what are the new bestsellers on Amazon. I'm looking at the table of contents. And by the way, if you ever want to interview an author, the best time is when they release a new book. It's the absolute best time. You'll be shocked at how easy it is to interview authors when you have the right approach, when you have, when you reach out to them, when they have something new. Why is Will Smith on the Tonight Show? He's got something to pitch. So that's when these guys really run the circuit and want to get more exposure. Travel, I would look at reviews, I would look at savings, I would look at hacks, I would look at different websites that talk about these things and share those in my videos. And it's not plagiarism. You can just say, hey, I was on this website the other day and they gave 3 travel tips and here you go. Hey, I was in the grocery store and I ran across this article in Women's World on weight loss, and let me share with you 3 tips I got from it. So anybody with any level of education can ILT. Now, if you're already an expert, if you're already a health and wellness expert or doctor or whatever, me personally, I would kind of hide that stuff. And I know that goes against the influencer kind of way of thinking, but I don't care about getting transactions. I care about getting duplication. If you're not striving for 100,000 people in your organization, I don't understand. Stop making the little money, start making the bigger impact by being more duplicatable. And so ILT is definitely your friend. Here's my buddy JP. I'm happy to report that I've been using your techniques for sponsoring. My business has tripled, shifted the focus off of me, and now probe the wants, needs, desires, and challenges of my prospect, which helps me build instant rapport. Plus, I'm just way more comfortable and relaxed, which makes it a fun business now. We want this to be fun for you. We don't want it to be stressful and you freaking out and frustrated and all that stuff. And so here's how you grow your MLM by never talking about it. So posting your network marketing company on social media hurts you in 2 ways. Number 1, people that aren't interested, which is most of them, they see you as a pitch person. They're like, oh, there they go, pitching again. Oh, here we go. Good. There they go, talking about their company again. There it is. And number 2, so that's number 1. Number 2, the people that are interested, do you know what they do? They don't reach out to you blindly. Do you buy things without checking out the reviews? Most people don't anymore. And so what they do is they go to the big 3. They go to Amazon, they go to eBay, they go to Google. And so they're looking at, if you happen to catch someone that just logged onto social media, ready to join a network marketing company, and the first one that hit them, they're going to see what you post. And let's say they are interested. They're not going to reach out to you. They're going to Google it, Amazon it, eBay it. And what are they going to locate? All positive things? Well, depends on your company. Because if your company has any kind of revenue, I think it's right around maybe 50 million a year, right around 50 million a year, or maybe a little higher, you will start to attract the haters. Now, if you're brand new, you may be too new for haters, right? So they don't find anything negative. But the reality is, if you've been around a little bit and you're over 50 million, maybe a little bit more, you're going to find some hate. And Google is like the media. They know that negativity sells. They know negativity gets clicks. And so what's going to float to the top is something negative. Not that how great it was, no matter how great it is, but something negative. So not only are you turning off most people, but you're actually taking what would have been great leads and prospects, and you're sending them away for them to Google and hopefully come back to you, which rarely happens. Instead, raise more curiosity than resistance. I want to be the gatekeeper. And at one point when I was, and my friend Michelle shared this with me, Pesco Solito, she said, hey, check this out. And she sent me a screenshot. This was years ago. And in Google AdWords, they had there's a keyword analyzer, and it tells you what phrases are searched and how much. So what MLM is Ray Higdon in was being searched for 1,300 times a month. Because I didn't say the name of the company. Now, I love the company, right? It was an awesome company. And that's why I became the #1 income earner of it. But people didn't know unless they were in the company, right? And so I created marketing that raised curiosity, that made people say, hey, what company are you in, dude? And I was fine to tell them at that point, because then they were a lead. I could follow up with them. But I wasn't going to lose them all to Google and just have them Google their way to whatever, right? I wanted them to come to me. And also in that same time period, we were generating over 3,000 leads a month with no ads. I actually wasn't doing ads back then. Now, I'm not saying that's the right move, but we weren't. And so it's kind of crazy.